meeting to order. It is actually 8:30 p.m. on Wednesday, December the 16th. We're running an hour late, following the Port of Johnstown Management Committee meeting. And next item on the agenda is approval of the agenda as presented. I'm looking for a mover and a second. Okay, Deputy Mayor Deschamps is moving, and Councillor Dillabaugh is seconding. Those in favor?
Aye.
Carried.
Do you want me to read it?
Yeah, okay, I didn't realize we had that, yeah.
Moved by myself, seconded by Councillor John Hunter, that Municipal Council approves the agenda as presented.
Oh,
I forgot to check presenting.
okay, so that's carried. All right, now, disclosure of pecuniary interest and the general nature thereof. Are there any disclosures with this agenda? Anything
by
on
me.
this agenda? Okay, so on this agenda, we have two bylaws to deal with tonight. The first is a lease surrender agreement, bylaw number 4A. Now, I don't have a movers list, so I don't know who's got the motion to bring that bylaw forward.
The surrender, I do.
Okay,
I have adjournment.
I have that, and it's moved by myself and seconded by Councillor Hunter that the mover be granted leave to introduce a bylaw to authorize the mayor, port general manager, and clerk to execute a lease surrender agreement with Robert Sean Lucy in trust for a company to be incorporated and the Bridge View Dockside Restaurant, Inc., and this shall constitute first and second reading thereof.
okay, so voting on first and second reading of that lease surrender agreement. Discussion of any? Hearing none. Those in favor?
Aye.
Motion is carried unanimously. Please proceed to third reading.
I will, thank you again. It's moved by myself and seconded by Councillor Dillabaugh that a bylaw to authorize the mayor, board general manager, and clerk to execute a lease surrender agreement with Robert Sean Lucy in trust for a company to be incorporated and the Bridgeview Dockside Restaurant, Inc. be now read a third time, finally passed, signed, sealed, and numbered 2020-85.
Thank you very much. Discussion, if any. Fourth reading. Those in favor?
Aye.
Motion is carried. Thank you. And the second bylaw to be dealt with tonight is bylaw 4B, which is a Bridgeview Dockside Restaurant lease agreement. Who has that?
Thank you,
motion?
Mr. Mayor. Moved by myself and seconded by Councillor Cameron,
Go ahead.
that the mover be granted leave to introduce a bylaw to authorize the mayor, the port general manager, and the clerk to execute a lease agreement with Bridgeview Dockside Restaurant, Inc., and this shall constitute first and second reading thereof.
Thank you very much. Now, discussion, if any, here? Okay, hearing no discussion. Those in favor? Motion is carried, and it's carried unanimously. You can proceed to
Excuse me, Mr. Mayor, but I do have a question.
go ahead.
We're leasing to him quite a bit of property. I just forget 36,000 square feet, I do believe. And I did go through the lease, but I went through it somewhat quickly. Now, I didn't see anything in this lease, the new lease, that addresses additions to the building. I guess my first question would be, with all the green that I see on page 14, or page 18 of 22, there's quite a bit of green property there. And is there anything in our lease that addresses if he was to, I mean, in say 3 or 4 years or whatever period of time, is there a plan? Does he have a plan or not? Or could he actually extend the building as we see it today?
No,
No?
no. Because first of all, the green represents the land, not the building footprint. The building footprint is outlined in black.
Yeah, yes, that's what I'm
But
saying.
black, and then there's dotted black.
Yes.
So the actual building is black, And then I think the dotted black is the outdoor patio.
Yes.
Okay, so then, there's no provision, I mean, he couldn't make any adoptions to the building without our approval, and the lease would not give him an automatic right to make it a change to the building without our approval.
Okay, then I guess the next question I have, and I just don't know the answer to it, is why is he paying for 38,000 square feet?
Well, I guess he just sees it, well, some
I
of
mean,
it is
I'm not
parking, some of it is
arguing
parking,
the fact.
right?
It's parking and,
Septic system's on the one part of it too.
Septic system, yeah.
okay, thank you. That's
Riverfront.
sufficient. Yeah, no, actually, he doesn't really go to the riverfront, does he? But anyway, I was just curious about that.
Okay, so I'll recall the question on the first and second reading of that lease agreement. Those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so that motion is carried.
May I go now, Mr. Mayor?
Yes, you can.
Moved by myself and seconded by Councilor Cameron that the bylaw to authorize the mayor, port general manager, and the clerk to execute the lease agreement with Bridgeview Dockside Restaurant Inc. be now read a third time, finally passed, signed, sealed, number 2020-86.
Okay, and discussion, if any? Hearing none. Those in favor?
Aye.
So that motion is carried as well. And so now I'm looking for, well, there's a question period. Mr. Connor, any questions? Okay, and so then I'm at item number 6, which is confirmatory bylaw. Councilor Hunter.
Move myself, second by Councilor Cameron, the bylaw to adopt, confirm, and ratify matters dealt with by resolution be now passed, signed, sealed, and numbered 2020-87.
Okay, thank you very much. Those in favor?
Aye.
Motion is carried. And now the motion to adjourn, Deputy Mayor Deschamps.
That is me. So moved by myself, seconded by Councilor John Hunter, the municipal council now does adjourn at 8:37 PM. Get out there.
Very good, thank you. Those in favor?
Aye.
Motion is carried, thank you.